Dear learners, this is Dr. Uma. Welcome to the first week, day 1 session on evolution of research. Today we are starting with Unit 1 of the Research Methods course. This session will focus on the trajectories that led to the development of research and its prominence in the business world. Why is it important for us to understand these trajectories? Because there are certain fundamental concepts you need to understand before you begin your research work. These fundamentals will help you to navigate through the research process seamlessly. Let us first see how the word research was coined. The word research is said to have originated from a French word, recherche. You split this word, re plus cherche. The origin of the term re is from Latin. So it is a combination of re from Latin and cherche. Re means to do something again and again. Cherche means to seek or to search. We can also split the word research into re plus search, which means you keep searching for knowledge again and again. A solution that was considered a best fit may not be applicable in the current scenario. Hence, you need to look for answers continuously. Research is a continuous process. However, there is no one meaning for the word research. It is rather discipline specific. Each discipline will have its own ways of understanding and conducting research. There cannot be one answer to this. If you look at the trajectory of the term research, you would understand that there has been a lot of change in the way the term research has been used and understood. Let us now explore how research has gained prominence in business. To understand business research, we need to look back at how research evolved in the first place. Only then will we come to know how it became prominent in the business world. In the olden days, that is during the 14th and the 15th centuries, the term research meant to seek knowledge or search for knowledge, understand, investigate or explore knowledge. Hence, any activity or process that led to knowledge acquisition was referred to as research. Later, during the 16th to 17th century, immense developments were happening in the fields of natural sciences and philosophy. Hence, the term research was associated more with scientific inquiries. The 18th and the 19th centuries witnessed huge development in the fields of science and technology. Innovations and inventions were happening all around the world. Hence, during this period, the term research was associated with innovation and inventions. Also, during this period, the term research was rather confined to the domains of science and technology. It was in the 20th century that the term research was institutionalized in academics. It was during this period that research was recognized as a formal discipline in academic institutions, especially at the universities. This is how, during the 20th century, research expanded its horizon from science and technology to other domains such as social sciences and humanities. Now, what are the disciplines in social sciences and humanities? Social sciences encompasses disciplines such as psychology, sociology, economics, law, political sciences, education, etc. That is, all those disciplines that typically deal with human behaviors, population, society, culture, teaching and learning. Humanities include disciplines such as history, literature, religious studies, performing arts, philosophy, etc. Hence, next to the disciplines of science and technology, research was progressing in the fields of social sciences and humanities. It was only after social sciences and humanities research expanded into the domains of business and management studies. Now let us explore how and why research got infused into the domains of business and management studies. During the late 19th century and the early 20th century, the concept of multinational enterprises developed. For instance, we all know the British East India Company. It was started in the year 1600. This company was primarily engaged in trade between European continents and Asia. Note this, only trade. Somewhat similar to the present era Amazon. Both these companies were not involved in manufacturing. Rather, they linked sellers and buyers across the globe. But since Amazon belongs to the present era, it harnesses technology more. Then came the large scale manufacturing companies such as Singer Sewing Machines, General Electric, Ford Motor Company, etc. Now, these companies, besides manufacturing, also started exporting their products, unlike the East India Company, which was predominantly engaged only in trading. During the early 20th century, many of these international companies also started expanding their operations across the globe. For instance, the Coca Cola Company. It started establishing bottling plants across the world. Then, multinational corporations emerged, which led to the expansion of their operations in other countries also. This led to the rise of globalization and then digitalization. But all these formats had their own problems. Research in the field of business or commerce evolved over time based on the evolution of different business formats. During the early 20th century, or we can also say post World War II, pioneers like Frederick W. Taylor, usually referred to as F.W. Taylor, and Henry Fayol laid the foundation for the development of management theories. However, during this period, the influence of social science was more on business research. Of course, now also. But I must say, during the early 20th century, it was rather transformative. The foundation for business research was laid by social scientists such as psychologists, sociologists, and economists. The theories and practices from these disciplines were merged into the business research as well. Research in business includes research in human resources, marketing, consumer behavior, finance, operations, supply chain, corporate social responsibility, business strategy, etc. For instance, you all might have heard about the famous Hawthorne studies by Elton Mayo. This study was conducted sometime between 1924 and 1933. The Hawthorne studies focused on employee morale and group dynamics. The study shows how psychological and social factors impact workers' productivity. What we must note here is Elton Mayo was a psychologist. One other example is Max Weber's theory of bureaucracy. The theory of bureaucracy focuses on hierarchies, division of labor, and authority. This study later became a foundation for research on organizational structures. Again, note Max Weber was a sociologist. The early 20th century also witnessed the emergence of industrial organizational psychology. The field of industrial organizational psychology was developed to understand how workplace conditions can impact employee productivity. Then, coming to the discipline of marketing or consumer behavior, it was during the early 20th century that marketing as a discipline was formalized because of the influence of psychology and sociology. The theories from psychology and sociology were used to understand consumer preferences, intentions, and behaviors. It was during this period that statistical methods for analyzing data started gaining prominence in business research. So, mathematical modeling was used to understand market fluctuations and price volatility, and this led to the emergence of operations research and management science as a discipline. To conclude, in today's session, we traced the evolution of business research. This session also helps us understand that humanities and social sciences have contributed immensely to the development of business research. Most of the theories that are adopted in business research are from humanities and social sciences. However, we all know that the business world is highly volatile. The solutions that worked a few years back may not work now. So there is no right solution. Also, there could be multiple solutions to a problem. It is pertinent to select the optimum solution. With this, we close the session. The next session will be on research approaches. Happy learning to you.